Emojis. They're a pretty versatile part of the digital world and they've stood the test of time. They're very simple designs that anyone can understand and enjoy, so of course they're just such a great opportunity for merchandising. The fact we use them every day honestly just does help a lot. As long as we don't make a movie about them though, we should be fine. Fuck! Video games were also just not safe from this, and I mean, due to their simplicity, it does make sense. Emojis are quite simple blank slates, you can do whatever you want with them. Was what these developers wanted to do with them good? To find out, let's dive deep into the controller and play Emoji Kart Racer. Wait, that's the final title? Not a placeholder? What a great first impression. Actually, the first impression's pretty good. I mean, the menu looks nice enough and the music kinda slaps. What's the roster like? Emoji Kart Racer actually has a custom character creator rather than just picking a character out. As you're not gonna have your character's face looking at you the entire race, this doesn't matter, you're basically just picking an icon for the corner of the screen more than anything. As for the hats, they're alright I guess. But then like, most emojis don't have hats. So yeah, this is clear proof a kart racer just wasn't a good idea with emoji. The customization just really doesn't feel like it matters that much either, again, because the faces, you don't see them, the main thing that you would play an emoji game for. I feel like a party game or a minigame compilation or a turn-based RPG probably would have been better options. Due to this customization feature though, it also means that any actually unique emoji like the poop emoji or the devil emoji just aren't here because it's restricted to just face textures. Their faces just look shrunken down on their own heads, kinda like Haley Joel Osment or the Little Bits guys from Rick and Morty. At least those guys are good actors though. Also for the first cup, my player icon didn't match the face I picked. How does that even happen? Even the name was wrong. They can't even take advantage of the world as there isn't one, so anything good from this game doesn't even come from the fact that it's an emoji game. So at that point, why is it an emoji game? And the presentation. You have been watching this footage, right? I mean, unless you're eating and you're focusing more on the food instead of me. Hello? Viewer, here, you watching my video? That was mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that, enjoy your food. As for the presentation though, it looks like it was made to run on your phone. So that's why it's an emoji game. It didn't even release on Steam, so if you wanted to mod the tooth emoji into a playable character, I'm sorry, that's just not gonna happen. Look at the quality of these models, texturing, animation. Roblox is more graphically intense than this. While I was getting the gameplay, I had a suspicion that they honestly just made it an emoji game because it's easier to model. So yeah, that's probably what they did. Also, on the description of the game it says official emoji game. Do emojis have license holders? These emoji also, for some reason, as well as being the balls, they have arms and hands, but then no legs. Why are these emoji built like Geodude? They just look so off, and it's not even accurate to an emoji. I mean, when in media, emoji are used in like memes or something with hands, their hands are floating. I mean, the head's floating, it makes sense. The Emoji Movie has better designs. Oh, and if you thought the gameplay of Garfield Kart was bad, this is rancid in comparison. The acceleration is slower than an old man typing his Facebook login details. How am I supposed to play this? It feels like these cars that you're using that are meant to be these fast race cars have been used for like 75 years and never had any repairs because like, these aren't race cars. They are not strong enough to be race cars. The only time you feel like you're really going that fast is when you use a boost item, and when you use a boost item, it sounds like this. It feels like you're driving a fridge, yet turning or drifting feels like you're on a slippery surface. It's awful in two opposite extremes. How do you even do that? And the drifting. Oh, the drifting. So the drifting's used as a tool to get around corners faster, but while in other racing games you can also get a speed boost out of this game does the controversial opinion of, hey, what if racing games had you lose speed while you're drifting? Driving this game has no energy, no sense of speed. It fails as a racing game and an emoji game. The physics also. But you have eyes, right? Like, just, this talks for itself. You can go flying for no reason at all, including when you're using a boost or a ramp. So I guess I shouldn't have used the level design to my advantage and traverse across the map faster, you know, like a racing game. You get screwed over by the game so bad that, because of the physics, sometimes you'll just respawn. There's also a death button to immediately respawn too, which, like, it doesn't really help. Why is this here? Speaking of what is the point of this, the camera. Why is it this close up? It doesn't block your view at all, but like, it is awkward. By the way, for most items, you can't even tell you're using them because how close this camera is. Because most of them, they go behind, I think. Because I actually couldn't tell what some of them did, because they're just really poorly telegraphed. But when they do go backwards, like the poop emoji or a bomb, you can't tell. Because where it starts when it appears and goes backwards is behind your camera. Also, they should have been able to be thrown forwards optionally too. I mean, the poop's basically the banana from Mario Kart, but tiny, so it really can't do anything. Or the bomb, I mean, Crash Team Racing in the year 2000 had this. I didn't even get to figure out what some items did, like this spirally thingy here, while in Mario Kart, CTR, or Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, it's very clear what items do, how they work, because they're just telegraphed well. These items also rarely have any emoji ties. Like, I think the only ones that do is the poop emoji and the bomb emoji, and that's it. I also barely got hit by anything in the gameplay, so sorry if I don't have clips of that, like, coming up at all the points where it should. Like, it's not even because, oh, I'm a master at this game and I'm in the Legends tournament or whatever, but, like, the enemy players barely use their items. The enemy players can also just be messed up by the game's own physics and controls. I guess an item box replacing the item you have if you grab another one is cool. Too bad this game did it, and even then I feel like there should have been an option where it's like discard for a new item, you press a button. That would have been cool. Also, you have to unlock normal difficulty. Yeah, you only start with easy, and you have to unlock the medium difficulty and the insanity difficulty. Also, when I unlocked it, the game didn't tell me, I just found it. And like, so I don't even, like, you could have said I unlocked it, so now I don't know how I unlocked it. And I know what you're saying, like, well, when you select a cup, shouldn't the difficulty be there, or before you select a cup? No, the difficulty is actually in the settings menu on the main menu. What? I mean, what? Who designs a game like that? On top of that, in easy, some races are super easy, barely an inconvenience, while others, you can't even get to first. So, that's weird. I dread to think about what insane mode's like. You know, I'll bet very few people have played this. In fact, looking at the trophies, 6 of them. One of them's the platinum, but on top of said platinum, 5 others are at 0.1%. Nobody could stomach this garbage for long enough. Hell, on PSN Profiles, the site made for PlayStation trophy hunters, this platinum is at 0%. Let's look at the tracks. These look like Roblox lobbies. Like, look at this unicorn level, look at the cloud model just copied and recoloured and pasted everywhere. That ain't Rainbow Road, that's Pride Ride. Which actually sounds kind of fun. There's also this water park level in the middle of nowhere which doesn't even look like a water park, and there's like these Mario pipes everywhere. Screw Power World. Nintendo, can you deal with these guys, please? The few obstacles you find barely do shit. These maps just feel so samey mechanically, and again, there's not a lot of obstacles, so it just feels like nothing's ever different. Visually, some of them are pretty cool, I guess. Actually, no, that's too nice. Kinda cool? Yeah, kinda cool. The music is also fine, I guess, even if it's clearly royalty-free music they just took off of YouTube or something. There's also the eggplant signs here, which you can use to sabotage other players. It's meant to be an eggplant as I think it's meant to be a dick move, I guess. At least they know something about emojis. These are meant to be like the trap crates from Crash Nitro Kart, but instead of a new obstacle that changes the way you encounter a certain part of the map, or just changing the map in a certain way, it's the most mild inconvenience ever. These rocks do nothing. There's only 2 modes here, by the way. Grand Prix, aka the tournament, or single race. For the single race, you can play any track whenever you want, and that would make sense. You see where this is going. So I played 2 cups, most of the fun then left because I thought, oh screw it, I'm done with this, I'm going to play single race a little bit, that's the last of my footage I need. I could only play 8 out of 16 tracks. Why? Well, you need to beat a cup to be able to play its races in single race. I feel like one big appeal to any racing game is just how you could boot it up with friends and just dive into whatever single race you want. Like, that's one of the best things about a multiplayer racing game like this. I get Tournament, aka Grand Prix, lets you play with up to 4 players, but like, why is single race like this? £25 for this is absurd. Luckily I got it for 16, but I shouldn't be paying that. I should be paying £4 at the most for this shit. In fact, you know what? Let's play a little game. Here's some games that are £25 or less on the PS4/5 store. Also, I'm not going to include games that are ports of games that are over like 10 years old, like the PS Premium games or something like that, because, I mean, that feels a little unfair because that's a re-release of an older game. Anyway, let's go. South Park Stick of Truth, Dead by Daylight, Super Meat Boy 3D, Bubsy 4D, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft... I want to do it in one take. South Park Stick of Truth, Dead by Daylight, Super Meat Boy 3D, Bubsy 4D, Minecraft Dungeons 2, which you can pre-order, comes out in September, might do a video on it, The Wolf Among Us, any of the Bioshock remasters, any of the Uncharted remasters, The Wolf Among Us, I said The Wolf Among Us already, that game's just very good, Shovel Knight, Retro Realms, Ash vs Evil Dead or Halloween, Garfield Kart had the niceness of just being under £2 all the time because it knew it was bad. Either way though, I do not recommend picking up a controller and playing Emoji Kart Racer. Wait, why is the E in emoji lowercase?